Animation is one of my biggest passions, both as a fan and as a hobbyist. I've dedicated the past year of my life to analyzing my favorite animated shows, as well as making my own short films. I've finished 3 short films, each one being a big step up from the past, to a point where I just have a process that works. I have great animation, better every time. I have better story, I have better process, it just works. Back in January, I started writing Knock Down the Geezer, which will be my greatest project at the point of release. It is better in every way. Better cinematography, better storyboarding, better writing, better animation. All of that is just blown out of the water of what I've done before, but there's one big holdup. I found voice actors who are going to help me out with this project and bring the characters to life. It is going to be such a better viewing experience for the simple reason of having its own voice actors for every character, not just being voiced by me. But it's caused holdups because things are out of my control. For example, I just need one more person to send in their character lines and I can start animating, I can make my animatic, all of that. But what this means is that I have had a big break period where I haven't been working on the project. I've recently started working on character turnarounds, but that's it. I haven't been doing anything else on the project since that, besides that. So, I've had free time. So, what does this all mean? Back in August was a project I started writing called Am I a Hero? The project's abandoned, but this whole mega project, which I'm about to do, centers around this canceled short film. This all happened when I got my new computer. It had 16 gigs of RAM, which was quadruple what I had before, and I wanted to see what it could do. One of the biggest things I wanted to test out was Blender. And with that, I thought with this project, I could try something new with the 2D characters in these 3D sets. So I learned Blender, I learned how to model, and I even finished 2 of the sets. Winter break came a few months later, and I thought, may as well try out a grease pencil as well. I did something wrong, I didn't understand how it works, and I thought it was the hardest thing, and it really isn't, looking back. So I thought, you know what? I may as well learn how to model 3D, just make the characters 3D, have me learn more, it can be fun. But that's when the Fire Nation attacked. I spent a month trying to model the main character, and it was looking good. I was trying out so many processes to make it look like 2D, get that Spider-Verse effect. It would have been awesome. And then I started adding the skeleton. Move one bone, it crashes. I was destroyed. My soul. So, running out of time on my vacation, I decided to move on from the project and start working on the Sokurai, the scorekeeper, and the server. That's not the name, but we're gonna keep going. I even stole the name of the main character for this short story, which even won me some awards. Let me know if you want to hear about that, because I am dying to talk about it. Either way, though, I still wanted to revisit the story, because I knew there was something there worth keeping. So, a few weeks ago, I decided to completely rewrite the original script. When I say rewrite, I'm still in the psychopath planning phase. I'll show you on screen how crazy I plan, especially for this project. But I know it has elements worth saving, and I am going to capture it. Here's what I can say so far. First of all, my inspirations for the project. The project is about reminiscing for the past, and there is friendship at the core of the story. And for that reason, I'm taking inspiration from some of my favorite friendships in all of TV. I absolutely love Heartstopper, as well as it has a heavy focus on romance. It also focuses a lot on friendship. Plus, I want to incorporate bits of the visual style. It has that animated look with the flowers and all that, at tension moments, and I really like that. I also taken from Stranger Things, that nostalgia film perspective, as well, of course, the friendship. My animated sources will first be Intergalactic. I love this film as it is so bright and colorful, and that's something I want to capture. I also want to take a bit from Avatar The Last Airbender, mainly the Team Avatar banter in the second half of Season 3. My last bit of inspiration comes from my favorite TV show of all time, The Owl House. Thanks to them is my favorite episode, and there are so many cues in that episode I'll be taking from, and it's my closest comparison I can make to how the project will turn out. storyboards and beats from my first pass of the script all those months ago. It has a heavy comic book style, and there's only one thing which is going to stay the same, is the general layout of the main location, Oliver's apartment, but I do have some thumbnails of what I think the next film might look like, as well as some sketches of the new character designs. This project has 5 main characters, which you can see here. We have Oliver. Here are some of my original thumbnails of how he could turn out. Now he's called Abuse, since, like I said, I used the name Oliver in my short story, and I don't want it to get confusing, but I still wanted a French name, because romanticism is a big part of Oliver's character, Abuse's character, and I think that I associate romanticism with French, so that's an aspect I really wanted to keep. Here is the main cast. Here we have Kylie, Adam, Layla, Mark, and Todd, but we don't need him anymore because he's being cut. So just imagine you didn't see him there. But a lot of his personality will be mixed with Mark's, so we're not losing too much. Now, without spoiling anything, the story is going to be about the evolution of the friendship of all the characters, and I really want to capture the past and the present of both the friendship and each individual character, and that's something we'll see with the character designs. Here is how they used to look, but that's something which will change. Without having the script done, my estimate is that the short film will be around 30 to 40 minutes long, which is over triple the length of any previous animation, which scares me a lot, but also gets me really, really excited. That reason, once Knock Down the Geezer is done, I will be dedicating the majority of my time to ensuring that this short film will be completed to perfection, because it is one of my favorite projects. I'm so excited about it, and I hope you are too. I want nothing less than perfection in all terms, in the storyboarding, in the scripting, in the animation, the character design. I want it to be perfect by the time it blesses your eyes. So I will dedicate all my waking hours thinking about it, trying to make it perfect. So that does also mean some sacrifices might need to be made on this channel, like has already happened now that we're only down to 1 video a week. This project connects with me deeply, especially Bew, so I am both anxious and extremely excited to capture his story and share it with all of you, because it's really an encapsulation of me, my journey as an artist, and as a person, so I'm really excited to share it. So, what comes next? While I'm going to finish working on Knock Down the Geezer, in the background I will be working on this project, so stay tuned because when it is ready, it will be amazing. So, I hope you're excited for Living with Nostalgia. That's right, it's a name drop, baby. Have a good one.